Okay, it's been a while since I've done a little Q&A. So I put a little story on my Instagram a couple of days ago. We have a lot to get through today, a lot. Sorry if I missed your question, a lot of them are the same. Okay, so let's just do quick fire questions about me. Just get that bit out of the way, you know? Okay, so if you've never seen my face before, my name is Leah. My actual name is Leah Maya. I am 22 years old. That's crazy because I started this channel when I was 15. So yeah, I'm 22 now. I was born on the 13th of April, 2001. My nationality, I am British, as you can tell. I was born and raised in London, so I've lived in London my whole life. My ethnicity, the amount of questions I get about my ethnicity. Okay, I am half black, half Asian. So my dad is from the Caribbean, more specifically Trinidad and a little island called Montserrat. And then my mum is from the Philippines. Siblings, so I am the oldest. I have two younger brothers. First one is roughly 3 years younger than me, and the second one is roughly 9 years younger than me. I got questions about studies, like am I studying? If I did study, what did I study? Okay, I have not been in education since I was 18. You know, I graduated as normal from sixth form. In sixth form, I studied media studies, business, and photography. Then I got a ton of questions about my full-time job, like what do I do for a living? YouTube pretty much is my full-time job. I do a bit of graphic design work as well. I run 2 Etsy shops. I got questions like, are you dating? Do you have a boyfriend? Will you ever introduce them to us? I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not dating anyone right now. Will I ever introduce? It really depends. If that person is camera shy and just doesn't want to be on camera, then of course I will respect their privacy. It just depends. It really depends on the guy and the situation. When did you start dancing and why? According to my parents, when I was a toddler, there was a lot of music playing in my house. That's how I kind of started to enjoy dancing. My biggest dance inspirations when I was a kid were Beyonce and Michael Jackson, I would say. So that's how it started. I stopped dancing from age 11 to 14. Once I got to high school, I got diagnosed with scoliosis. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a curvature in your spine. I had to be careful with that kind of thing. Then when I was 14, I discovered K-pop on Instagram. That kind of re-sparked my passion for dance. What's your favorite food? A food that I have every single day is avocados. If you're talking about a dish, there's a Filipino dish that I have loved since I was a child. It's called pancit palabok. I know it as pancit luglug from when I was a child. I love it, but it's definitely not to everyone's taste, I would say. What is your favorite soccer team? In the UK, we say football. I absolutely love football. I watch it every single week. I actually am a neutral, which means I don't support any team. I literally just love watching every single match and appreciating every single team, individual players as well. But that's cool. When you're a neutral, you don't get upset, you don't get angry, you don't go to bed stressed. Do you have a favorite movie or series? Favorite movie? Probably Shrek. I'm a big kid. I do watch a lot of animation films. Off the top of my head that I can think of, when I was a kid, my favorite movies were Shrek, Toy Story, Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I was obsessed with that movie. The Karate Kid, but the Jaden Smith one. For series, my comfort shows are Pretty Little Liars, Modern Family, Big Bang Theory, Devious Maids, Desperate Housewives. Those are my favorite shows. Oh, one of the best shows that I've ever watched is a show called 24. If you like fast-paced action movies or series, that is a brilliant show. The entire season takes place over 24 hours. Each episode covers each hour of the day. It's amazing. Watch it. My favorite color, pink. Most beautiful color in the entire world. Most of the things I own are pink. I'm literally looking at pink. It's my hairbrush. Pink. Favorite breakfast? I have the same breakfast every single day. A slice of toast with peanut butter, with no peanuts in the butter. I always wonder if you live alone or with your parents. I moved out 2 years ago. Yeah, but I see my family all the time. Current life plans, I have no idea. I want to keep dancing for as long as I can. I have other passions. I love graphic design, so that's probably going to be my next route. Have you visited the Philippines already? I have never visited the Philippines in my life, and I would love to. Are you looking forward to Christmas? 100%. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Your passions outside of K-pop and tennis. This is so cute because whoever commented this must know that I love tennis. Go follow me on my personal page. You'll see other things that I'm interested in. If you are following me on that page, you probably know that my #1 love, my first love, is professional wrestling, particularly WWE. I've been growing up watching it since I was really young. I went to 2 events this year. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is amazing. The storylines are brilliant this year. I'm very curious. If you watch wrestling or you watch WWE, let me know. Something very major happened recently. If you watch WWE and you know what I'm talking about, insane, right? Other than that, my other interests are tennis. I love tennis. I mainly follow just the Grand Slams and football as well. I watch a little bit of F1 sometimes. That is it mainly. How are you? How are you feeling? That's really cute. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. I've been really good these last couple of months. This year has been rough for me, not gonna lie. But the last couple of months, I've been really, really good. Some of you guys know that I had some physical things going on with me. Like I had a bit of an issue with my neck. It's definitely a lot better than it was in the summer. Do you have any pets? I wish. I'm a huge dog person, so one day I would like to have at least 2 dogs. Okay, general quickfire K-pop questions. I get asked about my favorite groups all the time. So my all-time favorite groups. For boy groups, EXO, BTS, iKON, GOT7. Who else? When you're a multi-stan, it's so hard to like actually think of groups for a second. For girl groups, my all-time favorite, EXID, probably my favorite girl group ever. Have you ever been to a K-pop concert? I have not. Favorite 2023 album? IVE's album in the beginning of the year, around April. That album is my favorite album this year. I need to go on to the dance questions. My number one question that I probably get all the time is, why are you not making full tutorials anymore? In a nutshell, the schedule became very physically exhausting and mentally exhausting on my body. I can't explain the amount of work that has to go into making a full tutorial. It's quite a lot, and then to do that every single week back to back, you basically don't have a day off. You're working 7 days a week. It became way too much. It was burning me out. So that's the reason why I don't make them anymore. How do you keep yourself motivated to dance? I have a full video on my tips for motivation, so I'm gonna leave that link. Did you teach yourself to dance, or did you go to a dance school? I taught myself to dance completely. From the level I started at the beginning of this channel to now is all self-taught, which I am really proud of, to be honest, because even myself, I can see my improvement. How can I improve my dancing? Again, I have a full video about how to improve and how I improved in my K-pop dance journey. I will leave that link on the screen. I do want to specifically touch on the subject of stiffness. In my experience, okay, my personal experience, when you are thinking about the move way too much and you're thinking about how it looks, it can result in your body looking stiff. Sometimes you have to verbally tell yourself, just be loose, just be free, it's fine. If you can feel yourself physically tensing up your muscles, it will result in stiffness. Once you fix what's up here and the thoughts that are going on in your head, it should correlate to what happens in your body. Tips about expression in dancing. Facial expressions, we subconsciously, without thinking, we do it all the time. Seriously, when you're listening to music in your own room, in your own space, no one's watching you, you are making facial expressions when you're singing to music, 1000%. So you know how to do them, but when you add it to dance, you're thinking about it too much and then you stop doing them, or you feel awkward doing them. Your brain and your thoughts seriously control how the rest of your body acts. But a more proactive tip towards getting better at facial expressions is to examine how the idols do facial expression. Don't just look at their bodies, look at what their face is doing, because you can notice certain expressions on certain moves. Just chill, just be casual, just have fun, and just relax your face. If you don't know what to do in that moment, just smile. If you don't know the lyrics, just smile. Smiling just really will get you through a routine. You know, there's nothing wrong with smiling. How long does it take you to memorize a K-pop dance for each group? Choruses and post-choruses, that whole section will normally take me about an hour to learn and practice. Back when I was learning full dances, it would take me 3 to 4 hours to learn a dance, and then I would spend an extra 2 hours practicing. How to deal with camera shyness and being confident on camera. I really do hate to say this because no one wants to hear this, but really it is just time. It is just time and practice. I have proof of it. Go back to my first couple of tutorials. I was so not confident in front of the camera. I really wasn't. If you compare to how I am now, that's all just to time and practice and allowing yourself to grow as an individual. So don't worry guys, everyone starts somewhere. I started somewhere, and if you ever need a boost of motivation, or if you ever feel like you're alone, go back to my old videos. Would you join a K-pop dance cover group in London? That is one of my goals for next year, if possible. Like, I would love to collaborate with a group if possible, so we'll see what happens. But yes, I'm so down. I'm so open to doing that. What is technically harder, girl groups or boy groups? Technically, most of the time, it's boy groups. How do you edit your covers? For example, how do you make the camera do the moving thing? I get this question a lot. I edit my covers in Final Cut Pro, and basically the way that you make the camera move is something called keyframing. But essentially, keyframing is when you pinpoint when you want the frame to move. You create a pattern it's really hard to explain. For example, if I'm like gonna punch in the air on the top right, I pin that frame and I drag the video up to the top right, and then that will be the first keyframe. And then if I'm gonna squat down to the floor, then I'll drag the video down, and then that will be the second keyframe. Then the editing software will move the video according to the pattern I made. Can you please do a video on tips on how to manage studying and dance? I also have a video on this about time management, and I will leave that linked on the screen. What is your strategy to learn dances so precisely? I will leave my video on how I learn K-pop dances and how I pick up on the details as well. What has been the most difficult dance that you've learned? Stray Kids, Domino. Oh my goodness, that dance was so technical. That was quite difficult to learn. That's the first one that comes to my head, but it's honestly one of my favorite choreographies that I've ever learned. It's so good, such a good song. Easy dances for beginners. I have a whole beginners playlist on my YouTube channel, guys. I would recommend Twice's early dances are quite easy. Blackpink's dances are also very easy. How to be flexible, just stretch, guys. Stretch, seriously, stretch every day if you can. I have stretching routines on my channel. Feel free to follow along with them, and you can do them morning and night. What camera do you use for your covers? From this year, I have started using the Sony FDR AX43. It's a very good camera, it's very reliable. I do recommend Sony's like camcorders because I have had no issues with them. They have like a feature for action, so when things are moving fast, it doesn't lose focus. It's really good. I would honestly also recommend the iPhone camera, just the back of your iPhone camera, just put it like on a tripod. Phones, just amazing quality nowadays, so there's nothing wrong with your phone, honestly. I think that's all the questions I'm gonna cover for today. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this helps you to get to know me a little bit more and to answer some of your dance questions as well. And yeah, we'll catch up again. I'll answer new questions next time. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, both of them. Okay, love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.